So you are with Bernie Sanders. You're doing everything you can to get him elected. 2 years ago, though, former President Bill Clinton, he campaigned for you. What happened? Why Bernie? What is it about him?
President Clinton didn't exactly campaign for me, but that's a story for another time. But I am supporting Senator Bernie Sanders because he has heart-soul agreement. And when he talks about needing to lift the working poor and the middle class in this country, that speaks to my constituents, and speaks to people in my state, and it speaks across this country.
Is your endorsement a repudiation of Hillary Clinton? In other words, would you be comfortable with Hillary Clinton as president?
I don't want to say it's a repudiation. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I'm here supporting Senator Bernie Sanders and fully expects him to win the nomination to become the next president of the United States of America. But make no mistake about it, Democrats have the strongest candidates regardless. We have 3 strong candidates, but I fully expect Senator Sanders to be the nominee.
Now, when you look at the field, the Democratic candidates, Clinton campaign strategist Joel Benison, he was on the show with us end of last week, and he said that Bernie Sanders is running the most negative Democratic primary campaign
Hey, give me a break.
ever. He said that to me.
Yeah, ridiculous. Negative. This man hasn't run a negative ad in all of his political career. There's nothing negative about pointing out the differences between you and your opponent. What is negative is what the Clinton side is doing to distort his record, especially when it comes to health care, knowing that he has fought all of his life for universal health care, and then to turn around and try to scare people. That's negative. But he is not running a negative campaign whatsoever, and they know it, and it's ridiculous.
What they say, what the Clinton people say, is that Bernie Sanders compared the leadership of Planned Parenthood to the Human Rights Campaign, called them establishment, and he didn't mean that in a nice way.
John, I'm a member of the Planned Parenthood National Board, so I want to be clear here. He has a 100% record of fighting for women's reproductive health. So now all of a sudden his record isn't good enough. Again, they're stretching it, and it's extreme to say that. And I would say that to Planned Parenthood and to NARAL as well. Being a member, being a pro-choice woman, being a woman who took it to Republicans in Ohio, introducing my own man's love bill, Kate, my erectile dysfunction bill, to really do something about the extremism that's happening on the Republican side when women can't control their own bodies. But Senator Bernie Sanders has a 100% record. Why is it now that he's running for president it's not good enough?
I want to ask you, because on the Republican side, there's a lot of talk of certain candidates will say anything to get elected. Donald Trump saying that Ted Cruz is a liar. You're strongly defending Bernie Sanders here. Are you saying what the Hillary Clinton campaign is putting out that they are lying?
If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, you distort the man's record. Now, it's one thing to argue on the issues. Secretary Clinton agreed with universal health care in 2008. And you may remember, I think it was this station where she repudiated then Senator Barack Obama. Now, all of a sudden, universal health care is pie in the sky. It's not good enough.
But is it pie in the sky?
No, it is not.
Do you think universal health care, single payer, has any chance of passing in the next
John, we have to fight for it. We have to fight for it. What's the beauty about having Senator Sanders is because that kind of energy will have a tail that will bring in members of Congress, so that the next Democratic president is going to have somebody to work with. So it doesn't matter if it's Senator Sanders or Secretary Clinton. The bottom line is that Paul Ryan is the Speaker of the House, and both chambers are still